good morning, or should I say good afternoon, from a sweltering hot day in Hanoi. I'm just on the edge of the old quarter, and today I'm going to have a walk around, maybe head down to the Hanoi train street, look at some murals. I had planned to do a few other things today, but it's just too late. I had one too many Bia Hois last night, so it's an afternoon start. And I'm starting in this park where I do believe that this memorial is actually dedicated to the US soldiers who lost their lives in the war. I might be wrong about that. That's what I've just got from Google Maps, so it could be wrong. Somewhere around here there's a suicide monument. Maybe it's that. I don't know. There's no information other than the little bit of Vietnamese at the top, which obviously I can't read. So anyway, let's have a wander through the old quarter. Let's see some murals. Let's go to Train Street. Who knows, we might be lucky and actually see the train come through. Well, this beautiful beast right in front of us is the Hanoi Water Tower that was built by the French in 1894 and provided the citizens of Hanoi with their water. Now, it's not used for anything now, but it serves as a symbol and a reminder to the people of Hanoi of their history. Now, there was an article online dated from, I think, December 2023, so not that long ago, that said that this did actually open as an exhibition. It doesn't look like it's open now, so it's probably just a temporary thing. Right, so these are the train tracks then, and this is what's known as Mural Street, which was a joint project between Vietnam and Korea. Now, it is, you know, 6 years old. It finished in 2018, so it might not be in the best nick now, to be honest, but we'll have a look. Well, that first one was the Long Tien Bridge, and this is the Old Quarter Festival or something, so it is all related to Hanoi. And this picture's called Bong Bong Bong, and this is about the younger generations of Hanoi reflecting on the Hanoi that no longer exists, the streets and the buildings that are no longer with us. Again, this is all about the kind of Hanoi that's slowly disappearing. All the old style houses that are being knocked down and making way for new developments. The image of women carrying these twin baskets over their shoulders has appeared throughout the long history of Hanoi and become a symbol of a struggling life of Vietnamese women. How much longer will we see women carrying goods in baskets like this? These days you're more likely to see them trying to lure tourists into a photo opportunity. Well, the murals are actually in much better condition than I expected. I thought with them being, you know, 6 years old, that they might have faded and crumbled away and just been left, but it looks like they've been well looked after. The old public water tap. Years ago, many of the houses didn't have water supply, so people would come and get their water from the water tap. One thing that comes to mind when you think about Vietnam is the sheer amount of motorbikes, and this street, Thung Hong Street, is actually the location of the first motorcycle market in Hanoi, back when people would have to save for, well, a hell of a long time to afford a motorbike. A little bit more affordable these days, I would imagine, judging by the fact that it seems everyone has one. And this represents the bridge that connects both sides of the Red River, and like two people embracing in a kiss, Hanoi needs the bridge to bring the people together. We have some more local artists setting up here. But quite impressive. The art is really good and really well looked after. I really wasn't expecting that, to be honest. Just over here I thought this place seemed familiar. This is where we have the dog restaurants. I can see the dog all piled up and all ready to be cooked and served. I'm not going to go and film because they frown upon that. I think it's become less and less of a thing. It's interesting that on a street with all these murals, where you would imagine attracts tourists, is the same street where they're selling loads and loads of roasted dogs. There are hundreds of coffee shops around here, and I have got a couple saved from when I did my research before I came, and there's one, should be around here somewhere, called Pinky's. According to Google Maps, Pinky's is here, and there's just no sign of it at all, so that's a bit of a fail. But I do have another one saved, about 4 minutes away I think. Tranquil Books and Coffee. That sounds bloody lovely. I love the little stools in the cafes that you see on the streets of Vietnam. These stools are just inches off the ground, and we have the Heineken crates as tables. Well, we appear to be on one of these themed streets again, because all down this street it's all these flower arrangements, and I'm presuming that these are for funerals because I've just seen a shop just nearby what's just selling nothing but coffins. So this is where you come, I guess, if you're if someone you know has died. Well, apparently the Tranquil Books and Coffee is on this street. Can't see any signs. It's actually a nice street, this. Look at this bloody tree in the middle of that road, standing out. Bit of old Vietnam here. But yeah, I looked at Google Maps and I've already walked past it. So I'm like, what the bloody hell's going on here? And this is why. This is where it is. Look at it. This is the sign. Live jazz, wow. And this is it, this is where this coffee shop is. No wonder I couldn't find the other one. Looks nice. Beautiful. Never stop finding amazing coffee shops in Hanoi. The coffee's absolutely great. The Americano, you got a choice of 3 beans. Don't know what the other two are like, but that's really good. Absolutely wonderful coffee shop. Superb coffee, beautiful atmosphere in there, chilling out, listening to some nice light jazz music. Just great. Completely hidden away. You would just walk straight past that and not even realise it was there. That's what I like about Hanoi. There's loads of these amazing little coffee shops like that. Beautiful. Feel really good now. Time for Banh Mi. Well, I was heading for the usual Banh Mi, but I just walked past this place that I did visit 5 years ago, and this place specialises in eel. And I remember it being really good, so I've come in and I've ordered a vermicelli blend, which is this. Now, I think the eel, yeah, it's like kind of deep fried, crispy. This is the eel, this is the eel under here. We have the vermicelli underneath, nuts and herbs and everything. We've got free broth. We've got all this to dump on it. So, yeah, this is a bit of a departure from your standard Banh Mi dinner. That was one of my ex-girlfriend's favourite meals. We travelled to Vietnam together about 5 years ago. And yeah, that was one of her favourite meals, so I couldn't really walk past without giving it a go, and it was very nice. It was very nice. I enjoyed that. It's nice to have some proper Vietnamese food. Been eating a lot of Western food living up in Tay Ho. I actually stayed in Hanoi for a couple of weeks during my first travel of Southeast Asia. I had a spare 2 weeks, so I just came to Hanoi and just lived here as a local. I took an Airbnb out, did all shopping in the local supermarkets and cooking for myself, and yeah, I'm near there, and I had no idea that I was near there. I thought that was much further out of the centre than it is. It's hard to believe it's 5 years since I stayed here. This place was a really nice coffee shop. It has moved, it's not closed down, it's moved to a different area. But yeah, let's see if I can spot where my apartment was. It was somewhere on here. I can't actually find it. In fact, it's here, it's down here, number 8. Looks a lot darker than it did when I stayed there. This is it, 5 years ago. Where does the time go? Just down here is the Hanoi railway station, which I didn't realise. I didn't know we were staying so close to that. So yeah, well, it's just a few minutes away, so let's go and take a look. Here it is then, the Ga Hanoi train station. Let's go inside and see what Vietnamese train station looks like. Well, this one looks very modern. I have been in Vietnamese train stations in other parts of Vietnam. Absolutely nothing like this. Yeah, this one looks pretty new. Got some nice artwork to enjoy while you're sat waiting for your train. Where can we go from here today? It doesn't tell you. Just gives you the train number. And here you have your typical Vietnamese train. I'm not sure I could actually get out. The place where I actually came out, that was locked, so I'm not sure I should have gone through there because somebody came and closed the door after me. So the only way out is through through there, where it's just one-way traffic. I thought I was going to get stuck there and get charged for not having a ticket. Bloody hell. I'm going to try and get on the train tracks. The train station's here and the tracks go that way. So I'm hoping that that train that's in is going to head that way and it's about to leave. Oh, check this building out. This doesn't know what it wants to be. What a unique place, the Doji Tower. From what I can gather, it's filled with jewellery shops. In the windows it's diamond house and jewellery, so yeah, I'm not going to go in there. They'll know I'm not going to be buying anything. They'll be watching me like a hawk. And if you want to buy some eggs in Hanoi, then come to Egg Mong. Well, we've reached where the train tracks come through the city, and you can see there are coffee shops literally right on the train tracks. Nice bit of art there. So I think this is the main entrance to the train street, and this is probably where you're going to get people trying to pull you into their shops. So we'll have a look. They did actually close the train street down because of the tourists. It was becoming too dangerous, but now it appears to be open again. I don't know what the crack is with this, whether we can just walk straight in or whether people are going to try and drag us into their shops. I don't know. I want to walk down and choose.
Something coffee?
Maybe, I don't know. I will choose.
No.
I'll choose. Well, I'll go around and come the other way. Look at all these people. So I'll go around. Well, what a scam. So basically they won't let you in unless you go into their coffee shop. So I'll just go around and get in from a different entrance. Well, this runs adjacent to the train tracks, so I'm presuming that at some point there will be a little turn where I can just walk in. That's just so bizarre. Nice looking place. There's tons of bars and coffee shops and restaurants on here. This is definitely a big touristy place for people who are trying to get onto the train street. Oh, it looks like it's the same on this side as well. I'm okay. I'm okay.
5 minutes to change the meat.
No, it's okay. When's the train come? Well, apparently the train comes in about 5 minutes, so let's see what the prices are like. Well, it seems that on this stretch here, you can only come in unless you actually come into a cafe that one of the people will bring you to. So you don't really have a choice of which cafe you go in. I think, I don't know. That seems to be the case anyway from both sides. She said 5 minutes the train, but she would say that, wouldn't she? But it's very nice. The beer was 50, so it's not too expensive. Maybe this is the new law that you can only come down this section if you actually sit in a cafe. So it stops it becoming too crowded, which makes sense. I think at the other side, just over there, I don't think you have to pay. I think you can just walk down there, so maybe I should have just gone down there. Anyway, we'll see if this train comes in the next 5 minutes, like she said it would. Well, it seems she wasn't lying, because bell has just gone off, so I'm guessing that the train is on its way. Well, we've got a decent spot, so timed that well. I did not expect to come down here and actually see the train. This was just completely by chance, so we really have timed that well. It's coming. Wow, this is really close. Wow, that is crazy. Well, I guess now I can actually walk up the street. It's very pretty, and to be honest, at night time it looks absolutely amazing. All the lanterns all lit up. Okay, I've walked right up to the end or beginning of Train Street. Some lovely little cafes and bars, very colourful. So I'm going to head back to the start, well, the place where I came in, and then see if we can just continue on the other side. I think you can. I think you can just walk down there. I don't think you even have to commit to buying a drink. But that was nice. 50,000 for a beer. Just in time for the train. Couldn't have timed it any better, really. And this unique, historic attraction in Hanoi. Now, this is actually the entrance that I tried to come in. Hello. Last time. Oh no, I'm okay. Cheers.
What's the museum?
No, it's alright. And this is the one, they wouldn't let me in down this one, so I think this is going to be more of the same. Let's just see. I'll just start walking to see what happens. Well, have I actually just walked straight in? I think I have. I think this is the part where I came last time, and it looks wider here. So maybe I've never actually sat on the narrowest part of the famous train street. This one you can just walk down. So yeah, this part of train street you can just come on and walk down. No one's trying to stop you by forcing you into their shop. But I do think it's a little bit wider. But yeah, and this is it, look, you can just get in. No hassle. Lots of bars all the way down the tracks. Great stuff. And in true Hanoi style, we appear to be in the fan district. Every shop around here sells fans. Well, I seem to be doing a bit of a kind of walk down memory lane today, because not only have I eaten in the eel restaurant that I ate at 5 years ago, and then walked past the place where I stayed in the Airbnb, but now I'm walking past the place, the very first place I stayed on my very first visit to Vietnam. This place, North, well here it's North Hotel, but here it's North Hostel. But yeah, it was really lovely. The people that run it were really nice, and even after I left I was getting messages from them saying hope you're enjoying Vietnam, etc, etc, which they didn't need to do. Really nice, very old furniture inside, but yeah, lovely, and it's really nice to see that it's still open. So if you are planning to visit Hanoi and you want something at a reasonable price, you can do a lot worse than this place. So on our first day in Hanoi, this would have been the first thing. We leave the hotel and this is our first impressions of Hanoi. From what I remember, very bizarrely, this street, all the restaurants seemed to be serving crinkle cut chips, which wasn't what I was expecting from the cafes of Hanoi. I think he was frying some up then. Yeah, look, crinkle cut chips. Just on this street. Thought I had a whiff of the smelly old bugger, and there it is. And that's brought us to the north side of Hoan Kiem, which I think might be a good place to end this vlog. I need to do a bit of shopping in the wonderful market, and then go and chill out for a bit, and then go out tonight around Tay Ho, I reckon. I may take you with me, you'll have to wait and see.